Well, we are here again, and the broad results are there. This year, our total domestic sales have grown by 6.1%. This was against our original expectation of getting to double-digit growth. And as we had said last time even, that double-digit growth was not going to happen. And the market has had a downturn after the first quarter, actually. The first quarter was excellent, but after that, it's just been going down. The total number of vehicles which we sold this year was 1.86 million. And our revenue growth was 6.3%. Net profit was 7,500 crores, a growth, well, not really a growth, a degrowth of 2.9%. And this happened despite the increase in sales because, as you're all aware, the rupee has not been particularly robust against other currencies. And the dollar and the yen and the euro, they all went up. So that was much bigger of a drop than what we had expected. Along with that, commodity prices reversed the trend and they went up. We had some extra depreciation because the second line in Suzuki's Gujarat plant got commissioned in January. So we had, just for this 2-3 months, a depreciation of a new plant coming in. And because everybody was suffering from the downturn in the market, so not only us, but the entire competition was offering large sales promotion discounts, and we had to follow suit. So that expense went up. So while sales revenue did go up by 6%, the expenses went up faster, and that is why profits came down by 2.9%. So that is the whole year position. The quarter 4 is very much similar to what happened in quarter 3. Sales were more or less flat, and in fact, the total sales in the quarter decline of 0.7%, more or less flat. And profit was lower by 4.6%. So that's the financial figures for the year. The board is recommending a dividend of 80 rupees a share, which changed from last year. We felt that since the profits had actually not gone up adequately, it wouldn't be justified to increase dividends any further, so we kept it at the same level as last year. And that's as far as the financial data is concerned. This year, going forward, we are faced with the fact that over the last 3 quarters, the market has been very soft. Not only now for the car sector, but as you know, two-wheelers have had a bad time. The commercial vehicles in the last couple of quarters have had a bad time. So somehow everything seems to slow down before the general elections. Why this happens, I don't know. Somebody has to find an answer for this. But this happened in 2013, it happened in 2008, that in the months before the general election, the market slowed down. It's happened this year. In those 2 years, the market did pick up. But this year, we can't automatically expect the market to pick up because while I'll mention these, there are some favorable factors, there are also some unfavorable factors which were not present earlier, and which way the balance will tilt is anybody's guess. The favorable factors are, of course, that the stock market has been going up. Now, why the stock market is going up, you people probably know better than I do. But the general experience is that when the stock market goes up, the growth of the economy and of the automobile sector is not far behind. That's one favorable factor. The monsoon prediction by the IMD is also favorable. So that also should lead to a growth of the market. And number three, Maruti has generally kept ahead of the rest of the competition. So if the overall industry does go up, I would expect Maruti to do better. So these are the favorable factors we have. But against this, there is this whole 3 quarters, 4 quarters of downturn in the market. There is the uncertainty about petrol prices, especially after this embargo on Iran, what its implications will be on fuel prices going forward. Well, some people say that this is short-lived, fuel prices will come down. Others are not so optimistic. We don't know what this is going to happen, but fuel prices are a major factor. BS6 is around the corner. And because of BS6 plus the new regulations on safety which have been partially enforced and which have to be completed in the course of the year, prices are going up. Diesel cars of BS4 have to be sold and registered before 31st March. The important thing is registered. So both the manufacturer and the dealers have to work backwards from that need to register, keeping some margin to ensure that the production of vehicles is done in a manner which will ensure that those vehicles are sold and registered before the year ends. Because you don't want to end up with BS4 vehicles on the 1st of April, because then they are as good as junk. So that is one factor which is going to affect things. How will people react to this diesel vehicles getting phased out? As far as Maruti is concerned, we will work out our production schedules to make sure that we end up the year with no BS4 diesel vehicles left in our stock. The petrol vehicles, and we have how many models? 16? 18?
16 models.
16 models. We have to introduce